I'm going to show you how to write a simple yet effective marketing copy, and you can do this in 4 easy steps. And you'll find that this is going to apply to email solo ads and even when you write a Facebook sponsored post. So let's get started. Now, whether you're doing a solo ad for your email marketing or you're doing a Facebook post, you're most likely going to need a subject line or a headline. So a very simple school of thought is that you want to make that big promise, but when I say big, I don't mean hyping things up. But the most important thing here is that you need to solve an urgent, immediate problem. All right. And then when it comes to the body of the marketing copy, it usually is written in 4 steps in the formula. So you start off with talking about a problem that your prospect is facing, and then you lead in with a promise, which is usually what your offer is about, whether it's a webinar training, a free download, or even attending a live event. And naturally, the next step is to handle some immediate objections. And one of the fastest ways or the best ways to go about doing it is to furnish proof. And finally, you lead in with a call to action. Now, this 4-step formula is basically slightly rephrased from another one where the 4th step is usually naming the price. But in this case, there's no price to name. And I advise against doing that because as a general rule of thumb, you do not want to name the price upfront in the email or even in a Facebook sponsored post, unless you're selling some e-commerce products, then that might make sense. But in this case, most of the time you will not be furnishing the price upfront. You'll be calling for action here, which is normally clicking on a link to visit your website or your landing page. So right here is an example of a marketing copy that you can use it in a solo ad or a Facebook post. So very quickly, this is originally from one of the real life actually used copy, but I had changed a few words here and there so that you don't see the name and you still get the idea. Okay, so 4 simple step process that made me 5 figures per month online. Now you might notice that this is not directly mentioned like 4 simple step process that made me $20,000 per month or things like that, because you're basically implying that other people can make the same results. So it's safer to just write 5 figures, and this is compliant with Facebook ad policy. Okay, so that's the subject line or a headline for you. And then you start off with the body. We'll talk about a problem. If you have been trying method after method with no results, you're probably doing it wrong. So what I just did here is that I'm basically qualifying the prospect. Okay, people who are not interested obviously won't read beyond this, but you're relating to them right now and their frustration. See, making money online isn't supposed to be hard, especially if you know what you're doing. My team and I had generated $2 million last year, and here's the thing. So what I just did here is that I'm coming up with a promise, all right? And also I'm taking this opportunity to introduce myself. Now, what's the difference between this part here about $2 million and 5 figures a month? But basically, these are my results. Okay, again, I'm saying this based on experience. If this your other results, then obviously you will change the number. So the most important thing here is that you do not want to imply that other people can get the same results. It's okay to talk about your results, but you cannot promise other people that they can do the same. Facebook will not like that. So my team and I had generated $2 million last year, and here's the thing. We do not author best-selling books, we do not do launches, we do not do blogging, we do not write articles, we do not attend events after events. So this is a really good proof here as well, although unintentional, but this is a great opportunity for you to bust some myths and let your prospects know that these are not the usual methods they may have already known. These are not the hard ways that they think they must do to get results. So if you're going with another type of ad, let's say weight loss, guess what? You don't have to exercise, you don't have to keep eating pills after pills, you don't have to go to surgery. So these are things that people want to hear, and that would be great because most people might have the preconceived notion that they have to go through all this sheer frustration to get results, or maybe none of it at all. Okay, moving forward. Instead, we've discovered a simpler formula to getting online sales without all the fluffs and hassles. We have also trained hundreds of students to create epic results. So what I just did here is that this is also part of the proof. Not only have I presented ourselves as proof that this works, we have also trained other students as well. You will discover all this in my PDF blueprint here. So you put a link to your website or your landing page over here. So this is basically the call to action. Now, if you're doing a live event, or even if you're trying to get signups for your strategy calls, it's still the same thing. So moving forward, whether you're looking to earn an extra income or replace a full-time job or simply make more, this is for you. To your marketing success, signed your name. So as you can see here, this is a pretty fast and straightforward marketing copy. You can adapt it and make some changes, whether you're doing a solo ad where you're going to advertise it or you advertise it in Facebook ads. It's pretty much the same.